Hello, my dear friends. Today I have something to celebrate that, in some ways, is a small thing, and for some people, is going to be like, what? But for those of you who are a little bit more like me, you will get it. So today I went to purchase something or to look at something that I was interested in purchasing. And I negotiated a price and shook hands and made a commitment based on one caveat. And then things didn't go real smoothly. We had to wait for someone to come and to help make something happen. And while I waited, I became aware of these little details that just didn't seem to jive with the story that I was being told about what I was getting ready to purchase. And ultimately, not ultimate, so the story goes. I just, even when I said yes, it was because it checked the boxes of what I knew I was looking for. But my heart wasn't real sure about it. I mean, I wasn't in love with it, but it's like, yeah, but this'll meet my needs. So, and then I started becoming aware of just how what I was being told isn't what I was seeing, or I was, just some little things like this, little things, but they just kept like adding up. And in my spirit, I'm like, just instead of feeling more inclined, I'm feeling less inclined. And I waited for things to get worked out, and it took time. And ultimately, I said, right before supposedly everything was going to work out, I said, you know what? I just can't get there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've wasted your time. I'm sorry that I've wasted my time. I know that you've turned away another potential buyer because we shook hands, but I just can't do it. And I got in my car and I drove away. And again, for a lot of people, that's no big deal because they do that, and without reservation, without compunction, but for me, especially because, I liked the person, I was having conversation, we were just kind of having a good social time, some social connection. I liked the guy who was selling the thing I was wanting to buy. But it just came down to it wasn't the right thing for me, and I said so. I made what I felt and what I needed long term more important than the other person's feelings. I took the risk of them being angry with me or whatever. Whatever the response was, I took that risk, which for me is a pretty big deal. And I did what was best for me instead of trying to do what I was pretty sure was right or best in terms of what ought to be best. I should have purchased what I was being offered at the price that we negotiated because it was a good price. But it just wasn't the right thing for me right now. And as I drove away, I was able to say, Sheila, I am so proud of you. I love you. I love how you just did that. I love that you just did that. I love that you put your needs before the need for making this other person happy with you, doing what they hoped and wanted. Now keep in mind that that type of doing things, making decisions to make other people happy, can be incredibly subtle. Incredibly subtle. It's not like I do it consciously. It's just that somehow that's how it seems to happen. And it's not that I don't pay attention to what I want. It's that I simply, well, maybe I don't. I let it be about what my brain wants, what my ego wants, what I ought to want, what I think I want, what my emotions, my biology, my brain, my neuroscience, the thing that stimulates the dopamine or, the other feel-good chemicals, but not necessarily what my heart says, not what my spirit says is the best thing for me, particularly long term, not short term. So today, I did better. And it was great practice. And especially if you're seeing things in order, yesterday I actually was on the had a very opposite experience that revealed a lot of trauma, but the beautiful thing was it helped me to process through that, so that today I was more prepared and more aware of just how often in my lifetime I have behaved, acted in ways that were about creating an environment to keep myself safe. And today I acknowledge that I was safe and I could take the risk of temporarily not feeling safe. I would have been physically safe, but not necessarily emotionally safe. So today was a big day. And I'm loving how I'm learning to love being me. I will love myself, and I will love myself some more. That is the goal of every day, and making these videos and having that commitment to make these videos or podcasts or whatever this turns into, doing it, having that commitment to myself to record and share this experience is accountability, to myself. And I am so incredibly grateful for it, this commitment, and that I will practice on a daily basis. And today was a pretty big win on a kind of small thing, and yet really kind of a pretty big thing. So I hope for you, my friend, I pray for you that you will experience a commitment to yourself and see it lived out on a daily basis. And for you, if you haven't already, I hope that you will be practicing standing up for yourself and what is best for you, and to do it in kindness as much as possible. But to do it. Do the thing that you'll be sorry if you don't do. And that's what I'm practicing. Thank you for sharing your journey, letting me share my journey with you and being a part of my journey. So I look forward to talking with you again soon. Wishing you all the best. Namaste.